Good morning. We in the building, Lake of Land. Yeah, man, I'm doing it early. 7. All right, man. Good morning, Lake of Land. 7 Mitchell. I'm in the building. We doing it early on the East Coast. Y'all know how I'm rocking for Lake of Land. The still purple and gold skies. Happy Friday to everyone, man. Of course, shout out to Playback TV, man. I am really loving this platform. They rolling out some new features. If you guys want to support the stream, if you can see in the live chat area, we got a new power chat option that you guys can do. Your super chat options. If you guys want to tip the stream, donate to the Lake of Land platform. It is up, running, and available. We got an interesting show, a couple things to talk about today, mainly Rob Pelinka. You know, I did a segment on my YouTube channel yesterday on Lake of Land about Rob Pelinka, feeling like Lakers Nation is probably getting fed up with Rob Pelinka. So we had to bring the conversation briefly here on Playback so I could get your guys' opinions and thoughts on it. What's your thoughts on Rob Pelinka, bro? Should Jeannie Buss be fed up with Rob? Should Lakers Nation be fed up with Rob Pelinka? Is he doing a good job? Is he doing his job, period? Let's kind of talk about it. I have been personally, excuse me, I've personally had Rob Pelinka on the hot seat, I would say, for maybe a year and a half now. And to me, Rob Pelinka has just been a genius at tricking Lake of Land. You know, he has been one of those general managers at times who's been very active. We have dealt with, I believe, about 3 to 4 different rosters within the last 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. The year that Darvin Ham came in, that was kind of 2 rosters, it seemed like, right? The year after, and then last season. It's interesting to me that Rob Pelinka has been active. He hasn't so much so been sitting on his hands, but the moves that he has made in the past after the championship really hasn't done anything to benefit this organization in my eyes. And looking at this offseason, you talk about the draft. Dalton Connect was a steal. Being able to sign Blake Henson, I think that was a steal. The Bronny James situation, I mean, I like it as far as a feel-good story. What it does on the basketball court remains to be seen. We are now, if I'm not mistaken, going into the second month of free agency. And the Lakers, for the most part, has done nothing. Trades, nothing. There was a scenario where LeBron was willing to offer up to $20 million or take a pay cut 2 times, actually, to better this roster. And it didn't happen. And I'm just wondering, at what point are we going to look at Rob Pelinka and say, why are you not giving the missing piece? Why are you not getting the missing piece? Kyrie a couple years ago, last year, I thought would have been big time. That didn't happen. We didn't get Klay Thompson. We didn't get Valanciunas. DeMar DeRozan didn't happen. We didn't get Buddy Hield and Miles Turner when we opted to get Russell Westbrook. We let go of Alex Caruso. We have begged for a big man, just the presence of a big man, a solidified big man for the last year and a half. Dwight Howard, DeMarcus Cousins, those guys out there playing overseas. I don't know, honestly, what Rob Pelinka is doing. I don't know what he's thinking. It seems to me that Rob Pelinka is doing just enough to keep his job. We talk about nepotism with LeBron James Jr. and LeBron James Sr. I keep telling y'all, nepotism, since y'all want to bring it up, has always been in this Lakers organization. Rob Pelinka was an agent. He was Kobe's agent. Now he's the GM of the Lakers. You don't consider that as being nepotism? You don't think that Jeannie Buss and Rob Pelinka has gained this relationship that's definitely, I would say, unique, more different than the average owner and general manager. Rob has a lot of leeway to keep his job. The passing of Kobe Bryant, I believe, brought those two individuals together, talking about Jeannie and Rob. They're going to win together. They're going to lose together. Rob has been there for the I believe for the duration of Jeannie's existence as the owner. He's always been, if I'm not mistaken, the general manager. I could be wrong with a couple of years on that, but if I'm not mistaken, he's always been there. It's always been them two. And there's been talk about the Lakers not being able to be competitive versus other teams when we talk about finances. I've seen people ask Jeannie to sell the team. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. And I'm wondering at what point is she going to look at her general manager and start holding him accountable for the lack of green lights that's happening with the purple and gold. You can't make a player want to come play with the Lakers. That's very true. I've always had in the back of my mind this sick, twisted theory that because of the relationship with Kobe and Rob Pelinka, Rob would never allow LeBron James to supersede in Los Angeles in a Lakers uniform. Of course, he wants LeBron to win because this is his job. So the better LeBron does, by default, the more stable of a career Rob Pelinka has. But with or without LeBron, Rob Pelinka has this job, right? Right? And with that being said, I just feel like not that LeBron by any means could take LA over from Kobe. That's not even a thought. But I've always felt like in the back of my mind, Rob Pelinka was not going to 100% appease to LeBron when it comes to basketball decisions, because he's not going to allow LeBron to do but so much in a Laker uniform. I really believe that. And looking at what is happening, somebody debate me on it. I don't see Rob Pelinka being fired Lakerland no time soon. Keeping it real. But I have been disappointed with what we've gotten. But I do think that the favoritism will allow him to keep his job a little bit longer. Give me 1 second. Thought I heard the kids get up, man. Already know how I be sometimes, them bad ass kids. But yeah, man, y'all let me know what y'all think, Lakerland, about Rob Pelinka. Do y'all have a report card grade for Rob Pelinka? So far, since LeBron has come into Lakerland, what was that, 2018, 2019? 6 years. We always criticize LeBron, but what about the decision maker, Rob Pelinka? Do you have a report card grade to give the general manager of the Lakers? He's not failing, but he's not passing to me. And if he is, he's doing it barely. He's doing it because of marketing. He's doing it because of other things. Rob Pelinka, to me, is not putting this organization in position to be successful. And it's not literally just based off of this offseason. There's a trend. Rob Pelinka has been able to hide behind making a bunch of foolish moves to keep us feeling like actively the Lakers have a chance to do something. But when you break down the actual moves that Rob is doing, it doesn't make sense. Lakerland, Rob Pelinka is truly fooling us. He's not sitting on his hands overall. He's doing little things here, he's doing little things there, making us feel like he's active. But when it all comes down to it, what's needed the most Rob goes MIA. How long have we been begging for a big man? To get Anthony Davis to play his true position at the 4, to hopefully get LeBron back in his true position. We don't need a center to be dominant as far as production. We need someone there to take up space. We need a presence, a rim protector. We need some type of presence inside, in the interior, in the block that would allow AD to really do his thing. Dwight Howard, Boogie Cousins. I know, Lakerland. We've read the book before with Dwight and the Lakers. We've read the book before with Boogie and the Lakers. But we don't need those guys to make magic. We just need those guys to play roles. They over there playing in Taiwan, and I'm just bugged out wondering what's taking Rob Pelinka so long to get that done. Why is it so hard to get a third star in LA to play with LeBron and AD? This whole Team USA thing right now is showing you that LeBron and AD is shit. Arguably two of the best players still in the world. I like to say the best duo in the NBA. I don't know. Rob Pelinka, bro, I'm giving him a D. I'm giving him a D. If there's a report card grade to give Rob Pelinka, I'm giving him a D. I feel like he's passing, but he's barely passing, and it's not average. He doesn't get a C. Not for me. He's not performing average to me. So y'all let me know, Lakerland, what y'all think about Rob Pelinka, because I'm just not totally satisfied, to keep it real. Let's go into the NBA community, man. Make sure if you guys are on Twitter, X, follow the channel, the page, Lakerland. Definitely appreciate all the support that's at Lakerland Show. We'll make sure that we follow back as we try to grow these platforms. But what's going on in the NBA or around the NBA? Jason LT, he says that the 2020 Lakers team is the best basketball team that I've seen since the 2018 Warriors. I want to hear what he has.
Even though the Celtics were more dominant on paper than the 2020 Lakers, the 2020 Lakers were also insanely dominant. The 2020 Lakers started 24-3. They won before the stoppage. When COVID shut down the season, they were winning at a 64-win pace. Guess how many games the Celtics won? 64. And the Lakers did it in a substantially tougher conference. As far as like their playoff runs, like, do I think that the Celtics played a tougher team in the NBA Finals? Absolutely. But if you stack up all the teams, Dame and CJ McCollum in round one, James Harden at the peak of his powers, and Russell
and in Orlando,
Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, the same team that beat that Clippers team that everyone swore was the best team in the league.
Yep.
I believe the Lakers played tougher teams overall in that playoff run. I've got the best players in this
right,
series. The Lakers
right.
match up extremely well. I just think that 2020 Lakers team is the best basketball team that I've seen since the 2018 Warriors with Kevin Durant.
Wow. Damn. Shout out to Jason with Hoops tonight. I think I might give Jason a follow on that one. That was pretty interesting. Shout out to Jason Timpf. Yeah, man. He anything Laker related, I'm always gonna be jacking that. I ain't got a problem with that at all. I like that. Saying that they the best since the 2018 Warriors. I think the story is shit. The story to me is greater. So I'll go there. Drop LeBron James. So this is what Lou Williams said. Drop LeBron James in 1975 and he win 15 straight championships. Now, I was born in 78, so I wasn't even born yet. Oh, is Isaiah Thomas being disrespectful? So Isaiah Thomas says, I find it comical and laughable how some, not all people, think that is the first generation of basketball players that athletically could run and jump. I'm not sure he would be the best athlete in 1975, all things being equal. What? Yo, Isaiah Thomas is really tripping, bro. How would LeBron James in 1975 not be the most athletic player? Who the hell in the 70s was giving it up like him? What are we saying? Wilt? And when you say all things being equal, what does that mean? Bro, stop hating on LeBron. I ain't trying to hear nothing about because of technology and the training now and all that other shit. This is God's gift, Isaiah. You should know better. You need to stop it. I can't believe he said that. He find it comical and laughable how some, not all people, think that this is the first generation of basketball players that athletically can run and jump. Bro, who was there's footage of basketball in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 90s, and in the 2000s. Who were we talking about as far as athleticism in the 70s, in the early 70s, in the mid 70s? Name them. Name them. What's so comical and laughable about this? I know Isaiah definitely knows way more about he's forgotten more about the game of basketball than I could ever know. But I'm just saying, I am 40 something years old. I don't know about winning 15 straight championships. I mean, Lou is tweaking on that. But that era, that time of basketball, who was being labeled as like an athletic person that like other than like Wilt? So both Lou Williams and Isaiah Thomas to me is tweaking a little bit. Oh man, tell me this ain't true right here, Lakerland. So an anonymous Laker player blasts special treatment. Bronny James got really? Here we go with the divide and conquer. So according to an anonymous Lakers player, now it has to be somebody on the G League team. So y'all about to get me started. The tensions were visible, and pretty much we were all thinking about the end of the summer league to get out of here and focus on our next steps in our careers. Really? An anonymous Laker player said this? All right. So what I'll need to do is pull up the G League roster. I'm going to have to pull up the roster. I'm going to have to look at these guys because whoever said this had no intention of staying. They knew that they weren't going to get picked. So I'm wondering who the hell said this. I'm gonna do my homework. Let me look at the comments and see what Twitter people are saying. So a bench warmer was mad. Okay, see, this is fantastic. Bronny gets destroyed on Twitter for not being involved enough in the offense, but he gets destroyed by his teammates for having too many plays run for him. Then he gets blasted for not doing media, but also gets criticized for being the center of attention. For sure. That definitely deserves a retweet, in my opinion. Uh, yeah, man, this is truly hating. I want to know who this is. Thank you. Yes, put a name on it. Yes, please. We need to know. I want to know who this was, though, bro. Was it that bald head white guy? Wait a minute, man. I'm sorry, Lakerland, but I gotta see if I can pull up the roster, what these dudes look like. Who would have been hating on Bronny low key? I don't know. I'm gonna have to do my homework, Lakeland. I'm not gonna waste y'all time with this one, but I don't like that. You know, that divisiveness, but it's kind of expected. It's sad though. Shout out to Bronny. Wow. A little bit surprised at that. I'm gonna keep it real. Tyrese Halliburton say the young guys in the league are gunning for him. Why wouldn't they be? You a young boy too. You being praised. People are putting you as one of the top guards in the league. I had a crazy debate last season about you being one of the top, being the best point guard in the league. Like that's crazy to me. He done some pretty good things. I think he got a bright future, but shit, you got to show up. You got to show and prove. You know, he did his thing last season. He says the young guys are gunning for me because they want what I have. And the older guys, as they should, are also coming for me because they want to keep it established that this is their league. So that's kind of the fun part of being in the middle. Bro, you ain't in the middle. What are you talking about? See, this is the thing I be hating about guys with this entitlement. Guys like Luca is in the middle, if you ask me. You don't have anything, Tyrese Halliburton, for you to say that young guys are trying to get what you had. What do you have? A team that was eliminated from the playoffs? I mean, I don't get what you're saying. All-star? Up, I mean, what are you saying? Tyrese Halliburton, I think he's good. He ain't doing nothing on Team USA. Lakerland, what was your favorite LeBron celebration? Oh, LeBron was smoking. Um, I like I like this one, but I like this one better in Miami. The big Kahuna one, that was fire. He got. I think LeBron didn't LeBron get like suspended or fined for doing this one right here, if I ain't mistaken. I like the crown. I like go crazy. Um, three, but I like D-Lo, and I guess I like. I guess the crown. I guess the crown to me is the best one. It's a couple of them are fire, but I'm gonna say the crown when he put the crown on his head. I know when they put the crown on his head for him, that's fire. That's crazy. In WNBA news, we got the girl Rickea Jackson playing for our LA Sparks. She made history by being the first ever athlete to get a Skechers deal. That is dope, man. Shout out to Rickea Jackson. She doing her thing, coming off of winning. I think didn't she win the national championship with South Carolina? Did she play for South Carolina last year? I can't remember who she played with. Maybe not. She might have played for Tennessee. I might have got. I think I got the teams wrong for her. But if the damn girls would have played a little bit better for the Sparks, she would have been in the conversation for rookie of the year, I believe, for the WNBA. So shout out to her. So that's basically it. Nothing much else. Oh, I see LeBron, KD, and Steph. They did their rendition of the Dream Team photo. That's dope. And then I saw this too. The NBA Red Zone. The ESPN got this new show. This is going to be crazy right here, Blake Land. I promise you, because NFL Red Zone is fire. So I don't know exactly specifically what the NBA is going to be doing, but this right here for the basketball junkies is going to be big time. So ESPN, man, it's a lot of changes happening with these TV deals and these rights for streaming and all that, man. It's going to be a very exciting time in Lakerland. Y'all already know how we going to do there. Let me see what's going on Draymond Green podcast. I believe KCP that went on the pod and was talking about comparing LeBron James and Nikola Jokic. Let me try to pull it up. I want to hear what he had to say.
To the brand new Draymond Green Show YouTube channel. Hit subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our content. You eventually end up moving on to the Denver Nuggets. What was that experience like going from playing with Bron, who I always tell people don't understand a good shot every time down the floor.
Yeah.
And when Bron, there are a few players, only a few though, there's not many. Bron obviously being one of them. Joker obviously being one of them. Where you come down the court and every time they are capable of getting the team a good shot. What was it like going from then playing with Bron, who's able to do that,
So
to then going to
Jokic,
play with Joker, who kind of does it in a
good
different
question. Good
way?
question.
That's what I was about
than
to say.
Bron.
Like, it was just Bron. You see Bron on the ball mostly. You know what I'm saying? Bringing the ball up. Even though Yo can do the same thing, 0.5. But like once you get that, like them two guys, man, they demand attention. You know what I'm saying? As soon as they check the ball in, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So like, and I just fed off that. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew them guys was, you know, and I was gonna either get a wide open shot or create a wide open shot. You know what I'm saying? Now the defense got to move because somebody they double guys. You know what I'm saying? And what makes it easier, IQ is fucking out this world. Uh, they can
Wow.
play joking. They can shoot both of them. Play. They got it.
I mean, I'm not mad at and I agree that Nikola Jokic is a very smart player. I never heard anybody compare his basketball Q to LeBron's. I've never really heard a lot of people being compared to LeBron as far as basketball intelligence. So, this is interesting coming from KCP, who won chips with both guys.
The all around game. You know what I'm saying? But I would say just for them, like for me, what made my career great playing with them, like they were willing to pass the ball when you open. Like I don't care what type of pass it was. Like if you open, they're gonna try to get it to you. You know what I'm saying? And all I had to do was be ready to shoot. You know what I'm saying? So for that,
Word.
like kudos to both of them guys, man. Like they have made my career better. Like later in my years. So like, man, they're my brothers, man. Like
That's
yeah,
dope.
No doubt.
my
That's
brothers.
dope.
No doubt. And then being in Denver, uh, 2022 season.
I mean, man, can you just imagine the magic of winning the championship in LA with LeBron and AD after going through, the loss of Kobe Bryant and the pandemic and just that special moment of winning in the bubble, and then you trying to fight for position to get back to the promised land, and you dealt with the groin injury of AD the following year, and they lost to the Phoenix Suns. Then you know, he gets traded to Denver, who were the Lakers were in front of Denver's progression. LeBron and them was the ones hindering Nikola Jokic. And it just seemed like KCP went to Denver at the perfect time and then immediately just enhances his legacy with another championship, man. That is so crazy. Definitely a good story from a hardworking guy. Now he's where? Where's KCP at now? In Orlando with the Magic? Trying to help those young guys, do something special.
Don't end the way you want it to end. Jamal Murray's out. Um, then you come back 2023 with Jamal Murray. Were y'all in the space going into 2023, or at what point in that season was it like going in where we got Jamal back, we think we're a championship team, or was it at some point during that season like, we can do this?
No, I mean I felt like they already knew they was a championship team. Like the previous years before it happened to me, they made the playoffs. Every year,
I just said the
almost.
Lakers got their way.
I feel like they always tell me they say it was missing just the one piece. Uh, and like when I got traded there, and I felt the same thing. I was like, man, I felt this in training camp. Like when I'm walking around, guys,
You know the
like, man,
vibes.
look, we can just stay focused, man. Like we got a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just me before I even got there, me watching from the outside.
Outside in. That's crazy, man. Shout out to KCP. I hate to see KCP go. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. He was one of those guys. And I'm happy that, he went on, won another championship, respectable. Now he's in Orlando. So I definitely got a lot of respect for KCP. I damn sure wish he was still back here in Lakerland, but shout out to KCP and whatever he got going on with the Magic. But I'm about to get up out of here, Lakerland 7 Mitchell. I am signing off. Shout out as always to the supporters of Lakerland. Big up to Playback, man. Shout out to Playback.tv, man. One of the best sites when we talk about live content for sports, man. Make sure you follow the Lakerland platform. Make sure you tell a friend to download the Playback.tv app, man. You guys will be very excited for some of the new features and rollouts that Playback is bringing down the pipeline. We got some games going down. We got the Olympics, of course, WNBA games roll out. We just did a throwback last night on Game 7 of the 2000 Western Conference Finals between the Lakers and the Blazers here on Playback. So, this platform is definitely doing their thing, and they are continuing to grow, and they're helping Lakerland to continue to grow as well. So definitely appreciate Playback. Appreciate you guys, man. I'm Seven Mitchell with Lakerland, about to get up out of here, get breakfast started. I will be back at you guys as well tomorrow. Y'all know how I do early in the morning when it comes to the Laker news. Y'all already know I got you covered. Make sure if you guys are on YouTube, come on over to the Lakerland YouTube channel, subscribe, as we will be going live for a show every evening as well. So stay safe. Happy Friday. Y'all be good. And I'll catch you guys on the next episode here at Lakerland. Purple and gold skies, boys and girls. Y'all already know the vibe. Seven Mitchell, and I am out. Peace.